Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Rex Flippers. This is Dennis, and I'm going to go over how we finished up January. Last video, I did the first half of the month, the 1st through the 15th, and today I'm going to finish up the rest of the month. So, as always, I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to my channel. I have gained 4 subscribers since the last video I did for what sold, and I'm still trying to get to 500. I'm at 64 right now, and like always, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and leave comments. Let me tell me what you think about the videos and stuff. I also want to let you know that I do have another video coming out very shortly that's going to be highlighting everything that's going to be involved in my first estate sale. My new venture doing estate sales. I've got a lot of interesting items. I've already got 170, I think it's 177 items already listed in the computer to be sold at this estate sale, and I still got more to go. I'm probably about halfway there, and it's going to be a 4-day estate sale starting February 28th through March 2nd. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started with what sold on eBay. And the first item we had is a set of 12 vintage Heartland vinyl rectangle oval placemats, table mats. These were sold for $30. Buyers all in at $41.45, and that went to Kokomo, Indiana. Next thing we had was a women's polar black mid-calf waterproof winter boots, size 11. They had a faux fur lining, and they sold for $14.49. Buyers all in at $26.91, and those went to Winnemucca, Nevada. And then we had Chico's 34-inch long gold tone beaded. It's white clear wood and gold beads on necklace. This sold for $9. Buyer was all in at $16.29, and that went to Parkersburg, West Virginia. Then we sold a lot of these here since we've gotten them. A lot of 20 older Harlequin Blaze erotic romance books. These sold for $15.50. Buyers all in at $25.75, and those went to Firestone, Colorado. Firestone, Colorado. Next thing we had is a ballerina holding pearl brooch. Silver tone, it's costume jewelry. Sold for $4.50. Buyers all in at $9.65, and that went to Pullman, Washington. Then we had 2 3D ceramic Italian chef wall art, the Bistro kitchen decor. They were 7-inch plaques. They sold for $10. Buyers all in at $18.32, and those went to Orlando, Florida. Then we had a vintage 1989 Milton Bradley Red Barrel of Monkeys, factory sealed. And we sold that for $10. Buyers all in at $14.80. That went to Farmington Hills, Michigan. Then I sold a YellowPages.com trucker hat. Buyer paid $10.49, all in at $14.30, and that went to Irvine, California. Then the next item I had was 2 heart-shaped clear glass candy dishes. They had a floral design in them. They're 5 by 5 by 2¼ inches in diameter. Sold for $10. Buyers all in at $22.23, and those went to San Antonio, Texas. And got another hat here, USA red trucker hat, brand new without tags, adjustable, and that sold for $12. Buyers all in at $16.14. That went to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Next item we have was a vintage Ross cowhide, well-worn leather key caddy holder. The item sold for $3.50. Buyers all in at $8.21, and that went to Manchester, New Jersey. Then we had a vintage Burwood straw hats with blue bows, wall hanging decor. It's a set of 3. Those sold for $5. Buyers all in at $12.99. Went to Seattle, Washington. Then I had a Slinging Hooks trucker cap, snapback adjustable by Richardson. Sold for $10.49. Buyers all in at $14.90, and that went to Salem, Virginia. Then we had Disney's Mistletoe Kiss hat from Roger Rabbit, Jessica Rabbit Christmas hat. Sold for $30. Buyers all in at $52.15, and that went to Winter Park, California. Then I had a blue Black Clover Live Lucky Memory fit hat, stretch fit, one size fits all. Sold for $16. Buyers all in at $24.29. Went to Laredo, Texas. Then I had a 1959-1960 vintage The New Wonder World Encyclopedia hardcover book set, volumes 1 through 10. And those sold for $57. Buyers all in at $89.38. And those went to Alpharetta, Georgia. Next item we sold was the Ashton Drake September Schoolgirl Porcelain Doll. This sold for $5. Buyers all in at $13.63, and that went to Erie, Pennsylvania. Then we had a vintage set of 4 ceramic nesting owl measuring cups. These sold for $17.49. Buyers all in at $27.89, and those went to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Then we had a cat racing promotional backpack, Caterpillar, David Powers Motorsports. Very rare item, sold for $12. Buyers all in at $19.50, and that went to Atlanta, Georgia. Then we had lot of 2, the Halo Wars Collection sticker set, Halo UNSC, and they were sold for $8.50. Buyers all in at $13.18, and those went to Portland, Oregon. Then we had a lot of 3 composer token coins mounted on 3-inch plaques. They were Bach, Mozart, and Brahms. These items sold for $9. Buyers all in at $15.88, and those went to Lynchburg, Virginia. Then we had vintage Corningware blue cornflower platter with stand, mid-century. Yeah, that's a platter, and it sold for $10. Buyers all in at $18.54, and that went to Belton, South Carolina. Then we had a vintage dried pressed flowers in beveled glass with round frame. That's the sun catcher. The flowers are all rotted inside of it. We sold it mainly for the frame so somebody could redo it. Sold it for $8. Buyers all in $15.91, and that went to Tarzana, California. Then we had an American flag string of lights strand. Had 10 lighted box sets. July 4th patriotic decor. Sold for $12. Buyers all in at $20.11, and that went to Seal, Alabama. Then we had a hand-carved wooden Aztec mask. This sold for $16.49. Buyer paid $23.57, and that went to Rochester Hills, Michigan. I think that was the second item I sold to that city. Disney Star Wars Hasbro's Risk board game, reimagined Galactic complete. It did not have instructions in it, and that sold for $12. Buyers all in at $20.84, and that went to St. Clair Shores, Michigan. Then we had a lot of 4 vintage woven wicker rattan trivets hot pads. Sold for $10. Buyers all in at $17.05, and those went to West Jefferson, North Carolina. Then a vintage Archie for President glass tumbler. Archie Bunker from All in the Family. $21 sold for $29.33 all in. That went to Whittier, California. And then we had a set of 4 black onyx polished stones. These sold for $6. Buyers all in at $11.25, and those went to Canyon Country, California. Next item we have is a Mary Moo's 1996. I'm Tempting Moo. It's a cow with the apple figurine. Sold for $12.50. Buyers all in at $18.71, and that went to Reading, Pennsylvania. Then we had a vintage mosaic tile mid-century square ashtray. Made by Nomad Art, 8 inches square. Sold for $17.49. Buyers all in at $27.64, and that went to Bonita Springs, Florida. Then we sold a pair of Nike Flex contact gray lace-up running shoes. These sold for $5. Buyers all in at $11.74, and those went to Apopka, Florida. Then we had Disney Parks Mickey and Minnie Mouse 6-inch plush. They had magnetic holding hands. Sold for $7.72, and buyers all in at $12.90, and those went to Tampa, Florida. Then we had another Burwood, vintage Burwood unicorn wall hanging decor, white. It's number 2539. Sold for $16.50. Buyers all in at $24.65, and that went to Farmington Hills, Michigan. There's another one going to Michigan, Farmington Hills. Then we had a cast iron train post wall hanger. We sold this as is, $5. Buyers all in at $16.72, and that went to Greenwich, New York. Then we had one stainless 4.0 saucepan with lid and one 1 liter saucepan with lid. Sold for $12. Buyers all in at $29.91, and those went to Kings Mountain, North Carolina. Then the older vintage Dunkin' Donuts It's Time to Make the Coffee trucker hat. Sold it for $15. Buyers all in at $19.54. That went to Pasadena, California. And the last item we sold on eBay is a 3-piece vintage machinist calipers for measurements. These were sold for $11. Buyers all in at $21.01, and those went to Glenmore, Pennsylvania. So you can see we had a pretty good month on eBay. Mercari wasn't quite as good as that. In fact, the last part of the month only sold one item, and that was a lot of 3 Kevin Costner DVDs, pre-owned in very good condition. They were an estate find, and we sold them for $8, and they went to Browns Mill, New Jersey. So, like I said, Mercari's been slow. I'm still trying to decide if I want to continue on Mercari or not. I need to get some sales pick up there. Everybody seems to like the items, but nobody really wants to buy it until you make an offer, which is really in a way, I think they do it so you make an offer. I've been thinking about not sending offers and just see what happens. So now we're going to start with the whatnot. This is an auction I had during the last part of the month, and going to start. We had the black onyx beaded necklace with matching pierced earrings. Sold for $4. That went to Fort Worth, Texas. I had choice on pierced earrings, lot of 16 pair. And they bought 2 at $1 a piece, and those went to Fort Worth, Texas. Then I had a herringbone gold colored chain necklace with black on it, and that was $4. Also to Fort Worth, Texas. The novelty jester necklace, costume jewelry, 42 inches. $5, Fort Worth, Texas. And then I had another necklace I sold for $3 going to Fort Worth, Texas. And then a Gabriel blowing his horn money clip. Sold that for $1. That also went to Fort Worth, Texas. And the last remaining items here, all in but one, went to Fayetteville, Arkansas. And that would be 1, 2, 3, 4 on the choice. All 4 of those were $1 a piece. And like I said, they went to Fayetteville. And then she also bought a gold tone ring size 4.75. $7 on that gold tone ring. And then the last item I sold, this actually sold out of my marketplace on Whatnot. And that was ABC Wipeout, the game Activision, original Nintendo. It sold for $3 and it went to Kilgore, Texas. So like I say, eBay's been doing really good. Post office has been a little slow. I'm not going to get into that right now because I really don't have time to do that in this video. And I'm going to remind you again to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget about the video coming up with my estate sale. And that's going to be the end of February, 1st of March. And without further ado, from my family to yours, have a wonderful day, and God bless America.